And welcome back to another Teacher Tea and Chats. So, what's your name, where do you come from, and what do you do?
Yes, so my name's Daniel Casey-Dunn. I come from America, Michigan to be exact, Detroit, if anyone's ever seen 8 Mile. That's pretty much how I grew up. And I am the Deputy Director of WildChina Education. So not technically a teacher, but very teacher adjacent.
Okay, but let's roll back. Before China, what were you doing in America?
Yeah, so I was teaching at university. I was teaching political science, and in the summers I was doing study abroads in Sichuan and also in Detroit.
Oh, nice. So there was already a China link.
There was already a China link, and I often said that Sichuan, Chengdu, and Detroit are pretty much the same place anyway. So,
really?
Yeah, no.
Spicier food, right?
Yeah, a little bit, it depends. But yeah, I was already coming back and forth to China anyways and thought, I need to live in China. And so I moved to Hong Kong and started working for WildChina.
Nice, okay. So when did you actually get to mainland China?
So I got to mainland China during COVID. So I was working So I was working for WildChina in Hong Kong.
Okay.
But all of our trips were actually happening in mainland China. And so they said, we need you to come across the border. And my fun quarantine story is went across the border, did my 3 weeks in the hotel.
Oh, 3 weeks, yeah.
When I was in the hotel, like they put us in this big WeChat group chat, and everyone was saying that they had fleas. And I had flea bites. And I remember I went to the people on WeChat and said like, hey, like I went to the people who were managing the hotel and said like, oh, I think I have fleas. And they said, oh, you should probably keep your room a bit cleaner. And so so that was my welcome to China. But I obviously kind of fell in love with it shortly thereafter. And now I've been here 5 years.
Okay, so 5 years. So we've had longer, but 5 years is a decent stint. And tell me, when you arrived post-flea quarantine, what was the first thing you were doing with WildChina?
So the first thing I actually did was I went on one of our trips. So I went to Yunnan. We had a trip in Yunnan. And so I went with students to Yunnan, and then I spent 5 days hiking to Tiger Leaping Gorge and doing that whole thing through Yunnan, which was, just absolutely stunning and obviously really enjoyed. And so that was the first thing I did.
Lovely. Okay, so you've had like an interest and a background or a connection to education, but also this kind of adventurous trips, that sort of thing. So what do you think WildChina specifically can offer teachers in China? Because there is that thing of when you want a bit of a change, but you do like the kids and you love China, so...
We hire tons of teachers. Yeah, I mean, some of our best people on trips are teachers. It's just a very different lifestyle, right? Because there are sometimes people earlier in their careers that still want to be in education or aren't sure that they want to teach but love China.
Yeah.
And so we often hire people with PGCEs or teachers that want to go on our trips or want to help design the trips and connect it to curriculum.
Okay.
Because that's it for us. Because if we were just a travel company, schools wouldn't use us, right? And so we connect the trips to the curriculum, and we need teachers for that often.
Wow.
And so, some of our best people are teachers and some of our best staff.
Well, yeah, who knows better than what to give the school and what to give the children in terms of the students, in terms of an experience that's relevant.
Yeah, exactly. And I think sometimes teachers, it's exhausting to be a teacher, right? Not that it's not exhausting to do our trips, but it can be a bit different. And sometimes they want to be out of the classroom for a couple of years, or they even want to just consult for a semester. And we have that happen all the time. Or they just want to do one trip. That happens too, and it's a good way to kind of continue to work and keep stuff fresh or work in the summers. And we work with teachers in all kinds of processes of the life cycle.
Okay, what's your favorite trip that WildChina offers?
I love our Inner Mongolia one. I love going to Inner Mongolia. I love the weather, I love the food, I love the people. Inner Mongolia is awesome. And then all of our stuff abroad, our Japan trips are amazing.
Nice, so you cover trips outside of China too?
Yeah, we do Japan, we do Singapore, we do, you name it, any country outside China. Mongolia, we have an office in Mongolia. So if you ever want to do, if you ever want to do a Mongolia trip.
I really do. I want to go horse riding.
Yeah,
be a bit of a Mulan vibe.
Yeah, we actually do have that in Mongolia, and our Wild Mongolia team, and our Wild Taiwan team, and so, I mean, it really varies. I just did a Taiwan trip that I loved spending time in Taiwan. So yeah, you name it, and we have a trip there. We have a trip on the ground from Beijing in Florence this week. So yeah,
oh, wow.
Yeah, very
so
cool.
You're very worldwide and definitely Asia.
Yeah, definitely in Asia and then also worldwide. So yeah, a little bit everywhere.
Do you do trips outside of education, or is it just for schools?
We just work with schools. I just work with schools. Our company does stuff outside of education, but I just do the school trips.
Nice. It's nice with the kids, right?
Yeah, I like the kids. They're more fun.
And you did tell me once that you do give really good coffee.
We have coffee. Yeah, we have coffee on every trip. So if a teacher's ever looking 'Cause, you know, you can go to these places, you don't want to go to the middle of nowhere China and not have coffee, right? You have to have coffee. It's important.
And a trip's probably not the most relaxing when you're
No,
so you
no,
need some energy
It's got
to be hiking
fun.
those mountains.
Yeah, you got to have nice hotels where you can, and you got to have coffee and to hike the mountains and to do all the stuff that we do on our trips. Yeah.
That doesn't sound bad.
No, it's all right. It's an all right life, yeah. And so if there's any teachers that want to come over and talk, yeah, we're a great,
Yeah.
I think a great place for that.
There's other things I think in China that people don't realize, especially that teachers can do and be a part of and experience.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it can just feel so like you have to be in one lane in China, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
people I know that love China and love living in China, but don't want to teach, or want to be connected to kids, but don't want to go into an office every day. And yeah, we're a great chance for that. And there's tons of opportunities and things to do throughout China.
Thank you very much, Dan, for joining us on this Teacher Tea and Chats. But we haven't had our tea, so shall we go get it?
Sounds like a dream. That one is yours.
That one
this
mine.
one is me. Yeah.
Come sit. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.